Hi, Sagittarius. My name is Darlene Dotson, and this is your destiny of truth for March of 2021. Now, Sagittarius, on the 3rd, we have a sextile. A sextile is energy that you don't have to use. You have to put some effort in to tap into it. But if you do, it's going to turn out for the best for you, because we have got Venus in Pisces in the 4th house, sextiling Uranus in Taurus in the 6th house. And you are looking at, making some emotional changes to your home and to your foundation that's going to bring changes either to your work life, to your health, or a small pet. But there's definitely some changes that are going to be happening if you tap into the energy. Now, also on the 3rd, we have Mars moving into Gemini, into the 7th house. Now, you're probably going to have more than one option or put your energy into more than one thing. Your day-to-day environment might be one of them in partnerships. And then you're also looking at how you communicate with partnerships. Now, on the 4th, we've got Mercury in Aquarius. And that's conjunct Jupiter in Aquarius in your 3rd house. And all I can say is you're expanding your communications and your day-to-day life through the internet, through publishing, broadcasting, using a new ideal, using a philosophy, your higher mind, education, going on a trip. But there's something that you are expanding your mind on and in your awareness. Now, on the 10th, we have the Sun in Pisces, and that's going to be conjunct Neptune in Pisces, and that will be your 4th house. You're looking at the illusions that you have built your structure on. You are also looking at how you can be more creative in your home life. And then on the 13th, we've got Venus in Pisces moving into Neptune in Pisces, again in your 4th house. You may be looking at addictions in the home with Neptune there, because Neptune, it can be our higher mind, the highest of the high, or it can be the lowest of the low. And it could be that you're looking at addictions that are happening in the household. You could be looking at your creative endeavors. But it's an emotional issue with those that you love, okay? Or you can love the creative projects you're working on. If you don't like the way things are going with Neptune, I suggest you use the higher vibration of it and put yourself, out there and create something new, okay? But create, because Neptune loves to create. Then we have the new moon also on the 13th, and that is in Pisces of your 4th house of home and family. And it's a new beginning with your home and family and the structures that you built. You're definitely looking at how you can, deal with all of this, the issues that are happening in your home and family to keep it stable, because, it's Pisces. It could also be you're looking at how you can make your creativity more stable. Or you're looking at an emotional issue happening in the home. Then on the 15th, we have Mercury entering Pisces in the 4th house. There's going to be a lot of emotional communications in the family, okay? It could be about the home that you're living in. It could be about the direction that you want to take that makes you feel emotionally secure. But there's definitely going to be some communication there. Then on the 16th, we have the sun in Pisces, okay? And that's going to be in your 4th house, and that's sextiling Pluto and Capricorn in your 2nd house. Again, it's a sextile. You have to tap in to the energy, but if you do, everything's going to work out good. And you're looking at how you can transform, your finances, okay? And it has to do with a home-based issue, okay? Maybe you are looking at a new way to work from home. But, you're having to look at the sun in Pisces, in the 4th house. It's an emotional issue that's happening within the home, and you're going to have to figure out how to transform your finances in order to deal with it. Now on the 18th, we have got Venus in Pisces in the 4th house, sextiling Pluto in Capricorn in the 2nd house. And again, you've got to tap into the energy. There, you can make a big transformation and get rid of what's no longer working in the home and family. And with it being Venus, it could be, you're looking at your financial picture, or you can be looking at your love picture. But, you're going to be emotionally tied to it, and you definitely want to transform, this issue to make your home and family more stable in their finances. Now on the 20th, we have the sun entering Aries. Happy spring equinox. And for you, that's your 5th house. So, while the sun's there, you're going to be shining your light on your children, your creative endeavors, and your dating life. Then on the 21st, Venus is going to move into Aries, also your 5th house again. And you're going to, be taking actions with the ones that you love, or you could be taking actions in your creative life that you love. Just depends what, you're doing. Then on the 21st, we have got Mercury and Pisces in your 4th house, sextiling Uranus in Taurus in your 6th house. You've had a lot of changes in your work life or in your health, and you want to make yourself more secure in this area of your life. You want to put yourself on firm footing. Well, you're going to have to communicate some emotional issues with your family. You're going to have to communicate from the house maybe to change, the issues that are happening at work. Then on the 21st, we've got Mars in Gemini trining Saturn in Aquarius in the 3rd house. This is a trine. This energy is going to happen easily. You can either tap into it and everything is going to turn out good, or you can let it go by and you're not going to reap the benefits. But it has to do with Saturn and where you have felt restricted in communication endeavors in your day-to-day life. Okay, Saturn's been holding you back here because he wants you to think about what you really want. And it's because you're of two, you want to go in two different ways with partnerships. You can't make up your mind. You want to go this direction, that direction. Well, Saturn is telling you get some clarity there because this is about communications and your day to day life. And he's going to keep holding you back, until you figure out what you want. Then on the 23rd, we have Mercury and Pisces in the fourth house, and that's squaring Mars in Gemini in the seventh house. Now, you're going to be communicating more with your family, okay? But your thoughts and your actions aren't on the same page. The actions you're taking with partners doesn't match up to what you're really thinking about that you want at home. In your home base. You've got to get on the same page there. And it's normal because a lot of us will think one way and do something else, because we don't want to disappoint others. But you got to look at yourself now. Then on the 25th or the 26th, depending on what coast you're on, we've got the sun in Aries, and that's going to be conjunct Venus in Aries. And both of them are in the fifth house. And you are shining your light on what you love, basically. Whether that be a creative project or it be with your children or in your dating life. You are shining your light on what you love that day. Then on the 28th, we have a full moon in Libra in your 11th house. Full moon is about ending. So you are going to be letting go of a group that you belong to, of a dream that you have, or, a friendship. You're going to be letting go of something in this area. And it's okay because when we let go of something, we also become consciously aware of something. And that's a new beginning. We just got a whole lot wiser. And the full moon and the new moon this month, okay? Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, is where that new moon is. It's all about boundaries. The full moon is in Libra, and that's the partnership house. And that is all about love, okay? But one thing with both of them is they don't know boundaries. Well, this full moon in Libra says you're going to end that issue, that you are going to have some boundaries in your 11th house when it comes to a friendship, when it comes to your dreams and aspirations, when it comes to a friendship. You have definite boundaries of what you're going to allow. Then on the 29th, we have Mercury in Pisces conjunct Neptune in Pisces in your fourth house. And you're communicating more with your family about the illusions that they might have, or where you have felt disillusioned with what is going on, or you can be communicating about an addiction issue in your home and family, and it's an emotional issue, but this is your home base. You want to feel more secure. You've got to deal with what is happening here. Then on the 30th, we have Venus in Aries sextiling Saturn in Aquarius. Now, Saturn restricts again what he touches. and he has been restricting your communication and your day-to-day affairs. And you love, either you're taking actions with your children or with a creative endeavor, okay, or your dating life. And because of the actions that you're taking that you love, you are going to overcome the restrictions that you feel in your day-to-day life and in your communications. Then on the 31st, we've got the sun in Aries in your 5th house. You are shining your light here, okay? You're shining your light with your children. You're shining your light with, a creative project, or with those that you date. And again, it's in a sextile to Saturn, in your 3rd house in Aquarius. So if you communicate on the internet, if you communicate your dreams and your wishes, or if you communicate, your ultimate desires, you're going to overcome the restrictions that you are feeling in your communications and day-to-day life. But, again, the light has got to be shined on your creative projects, your children, or in your dating life. So that's pretty much it astrologically for you, Sagittarius. You are, okay, this month got a lot going on with your home and your family, and your foundation and your day-to-day life, and how you communicate in that life, and your creative projects, or with your children, or your dating life. It all is tied in, into one little package here. And you're going to have to transform it in order to bring the financial picture to where you want it to be. But, you're going to have to overcome that being held back in your day-to-day life or your communications endeavors. And the only way that's going to happen, okay, is if you get over the addictions that are happening in your home life, or the disillusions that are happening, or if you put your self wholeheartedly into your creative projects. So, now we are using the Cat Tarot, okay, for the month of March. So let's shuffle the cards. Okay, Sagittarius. We drew the Death card for you, just like Scorpio. You're going through a great big transformation. You're getting rid of what no longer works in your life, in your home base, okay? You are being held back, like I said, in those 6th house, 3rd house matters of, I think that, yeah, 3rd house matters of communications and, your day-to-day life. You are being held back there because it needs to be transformed. but you need to look at the bigger picture, okay? You have to look at where you've been disillusioned about your home base, okay, about your family, and you're going to have to make the changes that you need to make in your work life in order for you to be more creative, okay? In order for you to be shine your light, with your children, or to shine your light in your dating life. You have got to overcome, yet, the picture that you've painted for yourself in your home and family. And the only one that can do that is you, okay? But you're definitely going through a big transformation with your dreams and your friendships, and the groups that you belong to. But in doing that and in putting up those boundaries, you're becoming more consciously aware of your own patterns of behavior within, these friendships and and in your dreams. You are the one that's got to make the transformation. Nobody else can tear that skin off that's not serving you. You're carrying a lot of dead weight around that needs to be let go of. So that is your month for March, Sagittarius. And all I can say is I love you and I wish you many blessings. And I hope you have a blessed March. I'll see you in April. I love you. Bye.